All right, I think I'm good. What's going on, everybody? So, this is going to be just a weekly analysis. Uh, not a training of sort. I'm just going to be actually looking at a couple of companies, see where some stocks are heading, and just kind of having y'all jump on, man. If you have questions at all, feel free to ask questions. We're going to be looking at some companies that are seeing if we can take advantage of a couple of opportunities to trade in the market. Today was an awesome day. I'm going to kind of review some of the pairs that or companies that we looked at today for entry and kind of reviewing things. Also, if you don't mind, guys, if you're looking at this on the YouTube channel, if you can like, if you appreciate some of this stuff, like, subscribe to this channel, man. Because if you're a part of the FX Hangout or even a part of, just the YouTube channel, you get updated for reviews like this all the time. Like I said, I'll be doing this weekly, where I kind of review different companies that I'm looking at for possible gains and impulsive moves, and just kind of taking advantage of, man. Also, just to let you guys know, I'm currently working on a basic tutorial to the stock trading, pretty much. So anything dealing with stocks, as far as when it comes to stock trading, options trading, it's even going to be added to where and these are just basic concepts. It's even going to be added to where even getting in dividends tradings as well. So if you're looking to be an investor and trying to venture out in the investor world, but you're not really sure where to start and how it works and different things, I am going to be working on a basic course, which is only going to be $25. It's a one-time payment. It's not going to be like something that you have to pay monthly for the training. It also gives you a 1 month free of the subscription to the trading live group, which put out watch list every single day and every single week. And then also you have a community of people that you can kind of turn to, added information and content in there as well. So it's absolutely worth it, especially if you're trying to say, hey, I'm not really sure about stocks. I'm not really sure about investing in dividends. I don't know how to do it. I don't even know where to start. This would be the basic concept for you to start. Like I said, only $25 to get started with that. It's pretty dope. So just throwing that out there. But let's go ahead and get started with the training. And go with it. If that's something that interests you, just put more info in the comments, and I'll reach out to you. That's no problem. But yeah, man, let's go ahead and look at this. So like I said, a lot of times when I'm looking at different companies, possibilities to look at, I want to see far as companies' earnings report, seeing what's coming out there, what's going to be present. And as you can see, we got a lot. Got a lot that's coming out tomorrow that came out today. Actually, I'm going to review a couple of the ones that actually came out today. Really great moves on SPY. Go down to the 15-minute. Had a break above the high. Nice play to the upside, even though it doesn't seem like it's a lot of range for as that moved up. Nice little move to the downside, and of course catching that downwards move to the downside. It's been ranging a lot with SPY. SPY is connected to S&P 500. It is an ETF, so it has a few fund. It's a big fund that has multiple different companies underneath it. So with this particular one, this is going to be like tech companies such as Google, Amazon, Facebook, stuff like that. That's within it. And a lot of times, the reason why you see me or hear me talking about stocks, especially now, is because for me, and this is just my own personal opinion, you might feel differently, especially if you're coming straight from the Forex. I'm talking to people that has an open mind. But for me personally, I was always back and forth with Forex when it came to, being able to be consistent. A lot of people cannot admit to this, and I can, because there would be times where I have great years in the Forex where I made really phenomenal money, and then there would be times where I would have a negative, right, or wouldn't be as much. So there was times where I even made a video about it when I made like close to $70,000 in the out of the market. And I was able to work from home from that. But that following year, I had a really terrible year, and it caused me to have to go back to work. And a lot of mentors, a lot of people can't admit to that. They can't admit the realness that, hey, you have losing days, you have winning days, and winning years and losing years. But mine was to a point to where it got me to a point where I had to go back to work. And then on top of that, what was really bad about it was that, you know what I mean, it was kind of hard for me to come back from it. You know, and understand like, yo, do I even want to do this anymore as far as with trading in a forex? So I took a break from it. And you know, it wasn't for some time that, you know, I was kind of open, I had an open eye and an open ear to stocks. And I was like, okay, well, you know, I heard about stocks. Stocks looks interesting, but you know, I only know stuff about the forex. And a good friend of mine had told me about, you know, about, hey, have you ever had an open mind about stock options? And I was like, not sure. He was like, I'll tell you this: if you switch over to stocks, you will never look back at forex again. And I was just like, and again, this is not to convince you over to, you know, just having an open mind, because maybe, you know, maybe you're just like me, you're struggling with forex, and you're just like, man, you know, maybe I need to, you know, try something new or try something different, just to try and see if I can be more profitable or more successful with a different market, right? So that's what I did. I kept an open mind, and I tried it out. And I was just like, wow, this is amazing. Because with stocks, I say with stock options, depending on what you're playing, it moves slow enough. It moves slow enough so that way you can read support and resistance, higher highs, higher lows, and all that stuff, but fast enough to where you can make as much money as you would like to in the average day. So just like you would make, you know, whatever with forex, you can do the same with stock and stock options. And with stock options, you can actually make money both ways, when the market is selling off and when the market is going up. So seeing that, I was just like, wow, man, this is awesome. And I started diving into it and looking into it. I was just like, man, there's so many different ways that you can go about investing in the stock market. You can be a passive investor. You can be an investor that, you know, that is active day trading, right? Or you can be a swing trader. And forex is just day trader or swing trader. But see, you don't have to actively trade in the stock option. So you can invest in companies that pay out dividends. So not only does that company will pay you just for being a shareholder monthly or quarterly, but they will also pay you, right? As the money that you put in it, you will see your money grow. So as that stock, that individual stock makes money, like it grows in profit, it will make you money more, right? So if you put $1,000 in a stock that's worth, let's say, $10, and then let's say a year from now it's now worth $20, you can get paid that way. And then also, if a company pays out dividends to its shareholders, then you can get paid passively. So, and that is all in passive, more sense, income. You know, so there's so many different ways that you can attack stocks versus what you can with forex. And with that open mindset, it's made me more consistent as a trader, because the simple fact is there's so many different ways that I can attack it, and being able to deal with markets and being able to pursue different companies that I can actually find specific information with, versus with currency pairs. You know, currency is affected by multiple different things. It's not just one individual thing. It can be affected by the economy. It can be affected by Wall Street, of course. It can be affected by politics. It can be so it's really hard to actually target a specific thing that is affected, versus with certain companies. Yes, you have those same attributes that can affect it, but it's easier to kind of target specifically day to day what is happening with Google, or what is happening with Facebook, or what is happening with Amazon. You can target those things a lot easier versus just trying to focus on what is the world, what is this particular currency doing, far as with the USD and the British pound. Now you got to research a lot of different things. Not only that, you have to deal with different sessions, right? A lot of time when people get into forex, they think, oh man, you know, it's great that I can play different sessions. I can get in and get out of the market anytime that I want to, right? And also I can, you know, if I got to go to work that day, then, you know, hey, I can play at night. The thing is, with different sessions come different pros and cons, right? You're going to deal with different attributes. Like, say, for instance, with the Asian session, you got to know which pairs are playing the Asian session. You got to know what's affecting the Asian market, right? On top of that, and understanding what is happening with the U.S. market. If you paying JPY USD, I mean USD JPY. If you're playing that, so it's a lot of things that you just kind of have to try to figure out versus just honing in on one specific session. With the New York session, that's what I focus on. That's where I'm at. I'm in America, right? And I can focus on companies that are going to be dealing with this particular in the United States. All right. And so we want to look at a couple things. I know you guys are getting tired of me talking, but today, we had earnings reports on these particular companies. Um, far as for Monday, Zoom came out today, very negative. It was a couple companies that we had saw today as well, that we actually went and looked at, and I believe they were AVYA and ZH were the two I think I put on here. Let me go to my watch list right quick and check it out. Yeah, so the main two that I had was AVYA and ZH. I had these other ones on here. Zoom, I wanted to pay attention to for what's going to happen later on today, and actually already happened. Going down. I believe that it's going to go down even further, opening up tomorrow. So with this one today, again, this is a company I had no idea nothing about. I just knew that with earnings, we were able to capitalize. Well, some of my students were able to capitalize. They paid attention to it quite a bit on this one. As soon as earnings came out, it showed an impulsive move to the upside, and it just kind of blasted off. So playing this move to the upside was fantastic. Being able to capitalize on earnings. Also with this one wasn't too much. It didn't have a lot of momentum, a lot of activity, even in the past of it. So this was one that I was going to keep my eye on, but I just really didn't feel confident playing this particular one because of the fact it's kind of choppy with this company. Again, it's a company I don't know anything about. So I just kind of like, I'm going to put it on here, see what happens with it, and it play out. Now, the companies that I'm going to be looking at tomorrow definitely is going to be Zoom. Now, even though it's choppy back here, Zoom had earnings today that was negative, as you can see, and it started moving to the downside. And as also what you can see here is that we have an impulsive move to the downside, and then we also have a pattern right here showing us that we can move further down to the downside. It's even breaking its little pattern that it has, upside down flag formation right here, breaking it to even tell us that, hey, this is probably going to be something that we want to focus on later on tomorrow. Or in the morning, definitely for a continuation to the downside. So for me, I'm definitely going to be looking at Zoom. It's on my watch list for this week. For tomorrow, I highly recommend, watching out for Zoom, continuation to the downside. Let's look at this one right here. This is going to be like John Deere Company, or Deere and Company is what it's called. It has earnings reports tomorrow. We're going to see what comes out with that. Hold on, let me go back to earnings and check this out. Give me a second, guys. Yeah, earnings reports with Zoom. You can see it's in a wedge. Got it in a wedge. Kind of looking at that to see where it's going to break out. Definitely paying attention to this because, like I said, for me, this could be a massive move, continuation to possibly to the upside. We're going to see how that plays out. And it also can break past this trend because, as you can see, it's been following the trend line, going up, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, and it's been hitting off of this resistance point of $364.93. So for me, if we do not get a break of this trend line here, most likely, hey, it's going to push back up. It's going to keep on wedging, keep on getting tighter and tighter. So this is definitely one to watch out for and look out, for far as tomorrow's play. Again, if this is your first time kind of like looking at me and you're like, Adrian, you're covering stocks, you're not covering Forex. And again, guys, like I said, man, I just realized for me, I just realized that stocks was a lot easier. And I know that's kind of brave and bold, especially with me having a mainly a support of Forex. I just want to open up awareness on both sides. Like I do play, do Forex as well. But guys, y'all are missing a huge market when it comes to this stock game. I'm telling you, if you are not familiar with stocks, you need to get, if you've been struggling with Forex, all right, but you understand the basic fundamentals to Forex, like support and resistance, higher highs and higher lows, trend lines, finding the trends, supply and demand. If you understand all of that stuff, take all of that and then put it in the stock market. And I'm telling you, your win to loss ratio will completely be upside down. It will completely change. I promise you that. And you will get it to a point to where you probably won't even look at Forex anymore. Some of you still, y'all still be like, well, Forex, because I got a lot of men on here. So, a lot of you guys would probably be like, well, Forex, man, it took a lot from me, or man, because I talked to, I'm just telling you guys what other people told me. It's like, yeah, man, I see the value in it. I like it, but man, Forex, it took, so I got to get this. I got to get it. I'm not going to give up. I was like, I'm not telling you to give up. Not at all. I'm just telling you to keep your options open. And especially if you had something that was taking away from you so much, right? You need to be able to put back in it something, right? And I'm telling you that with stock options, you're able to do that. To me, it's less risky. It's still risky. Everything's still risky, right? But with the right strategy and understanding of this market, yes, man, I'm telling you, I mean, upside down on the win to loss ratio for me. I might have maybe one loss in a week, and every time when I have a loss, guys, I make that money back literally the same day or next day, and then make entirely great profits on that too. I mean, night and day. I was able to take and apply the same stuff that I know about Forex, right? All those years of trying to understand support and resistance, highs and lows, creating a strategy for myself and apply that to the stock side. It completely changed everything, everything, seriously. So I mean, keep an open mind on it. And like I said, my course is almost done. It's only $25. So one-time payment. Just keep, it's literally a keep your options open course. Like that's literally what it is, a keep your options open course. It's just going over the basics of stocks. What is stocks? What is stock options? It's going over like the differences, the different ways that you can get into stocks. So if you didn't want to be a day trader in it, or you wanted to be a swing trader, or you wanted to be a passive investor in the stock options to get paid for having shares with the company. You can get paid for having shares with a company. Because a lot of people just think, oh, well, putting money in the stocks is like a long-term game. No, it can actually be a short-term game too. Because there's companies like Walmart, or I should say not Walmart, but McDonald's, I believe, that pays out a dividend. So if you're a shareholder with McDonald's, they pay out dividends quarterly. So you can make money when the stock, of course, goes up, but also every quarter they pay you out. They'll send you a check, physical check. Now they send it to you, a payout, and just saying, thank you. We made so much money. And because you are a shareholder, we're going to pay you. So, like I said, there's several different ways that you can't do that in the Forex. You can't. You only got one way, unless you got a bot, unless you got something else that is doing it for you. You can't do that. You have to be active, and even if you're a swing trader, you're still active. You're still watching your trades. You still got to do that. I mean, you still do that anyway, even with the company. But at least you can backtrack and see how many times a company has paid out dividends before you get into it. So you can see like years in the past where McDonald's every single quarter has paid out a certain percentage every single month or every single quarter. Like it's easy to do that. And with my $25 course, I will be showing you how to do, I will be showing you not how to do it, but just about being aware of it. Like I said, it's an awareness course to show you how to do this. Now I have a more advanced course that literally teaches you how to make $100 to $200 a day, period. Like that's literally what the course was designed to do. And like I said, it's amazing, man. It's amazing. So like I said, John Deere is what I'm focusing on tomorrow. Thanksgiving, big money on that. We were able to take advantage of SPY. which is S&P 500 and also NASDAQ. Great moves that they did and started off this morning. Far as with this great uptrend, and then of course coming right back into it, reversing and coming back into it, being able to capitalize on power hour, which was amazing too. It was just like I said, it was overall some great moves on these. As you can see, massive drop on the S&P 500, being able to capitalize on that too. Started off the day positive, like I said, started off the day positive, made money going up, and then of course made money coming back down into power hour, guys. So really great move, and I'm expecting it to probably be negative even more tomorrow, because Monday set it a high for itself, and it also set a low for itself. And if Tuesday does not break Monday's high, then continuation. That's I mean, it's just that simple. And I teach you that in the more advanced course, for those that want to know a little bit more information about it. But as this thing is just so simple. Like I said, you can see clearly highs and lows. There's no stop out. There's no stop hunts or nothing crazy like that that would make you make, oh man, it's getting ready to be a false move. No, I don't see that a lot. Me personally, because of the way that I train you. You're able to avoid that stuff, and it literally plays out the same way. There's a little move like this little uptrend right here, depending on how many shares or contracts that you buy, literally could be anywhere from as low as $100 all the way up to a couple $1,000 if you know how many contracts you're buying. And then this move right here, oh, it's just ridiculous, right? Just ridiculous. So yeah, man. We had that, and then of course we had the earnings report on the IVYA, which was phenomenal too. Phenomenal. Even if you didn't play these other ones, this by itself was great. See, we got a couple other ones, couple other good plays. Coinbase, also a good volatility move for the downside for the day. Hold on, let me hide this thing. Let me see. What's the day? 22nd. Yeah, great move to the downside. Pull back, made a flag formation. This is something that I'm going to be watching for tomorrow for the continuation, definitely. And playing off of that, let's see what we got. Cloudflower, again, great opportunity on this. Started off high. Man, great massive move to the downside. Volatility was off the chain on this too. And definitely see this possibly have potential to continue on to the downside. After dropping like that, breaking lows, all-time lows, is definitely have more momentum to go down to the downside. Just a couple other ones. This is still in Crocs. Is still in again, Crocs, like the shoes, is still in a consolidation, waiting to see if it's going to break out of this consolidation round. Wherever side it does, we want to take advantage of it. This one, this is DoorDash, dropped like crazy today. Jesus, it was a lot of volatility moves today. That was just phenomenal. And again, with the way that I train you guys, I show you how to catch this stuff. I show you how to catch volatility moves, right? Being able to take advantage of that. When you see the volatility, when you're able to find companies that have volatility moving to the upside or the downside, can you imagine catching this whole entire move to the downside, opening bell, and being able to know that and have confidence that, yeah, it's going to continue going down, right? And knowing when to pull out, right? That we do that every single day, right? So like I said, oh man, like I said, it changed everything. Like this thing really changed the game for me, and I know that it can be changed the game for you. And I just wanted to make this live, just so that way you guys can just have a understanding. Check this out. I'm gonna be making more of these, weekly, so that way you can see this. I'll even have a couple live sessions that I do. Weekly. I do a couple live sessions a week. If you want to check out the live sessions, even, just be a part of the FX Hangout. That name is going to be changing too, because I don't just talk about, Forex anymore. Of course, I do stocks. I talk a little bit about crypto, dividends, drips, stuff like that. Anything dealing with, as far as on that investment side, that's what I kind of talk about. So, NFTs, even getting in that realm as well. But if you want to check out before you get into, like I said, that $25 course, like I said, it's a one-time payment for that. Just to, again, just like, hey, yeah, I got $25, man. Let me go ahead and check this thing out so I can just kind of see if trading stocks is for me. Like, I don't even know. I've always been curious about it, but every time when I'm looking to try to figure it out, I gotta spend an arm and a leg, right? I gotta spend an arm and a leg just to check out information. I don't even know if I'm gonna like it or not. But $25, everybody spend that on a meal. So I just figured, hey, this would be an opportunity, introduction course to kind of open up people's horizon and kind of be aware of trading and know the different routes that you can take with stocks. And just be aware of it, man. Just know. And then after that, if you feel like, hey, yeah, man, this is definitely for me, it's giving you the basic setup to go right into my pro advanced course, which again, it's not that expensive either. The actual advanced course is only $149. That's a one-time payment. I wanted to create something that was very, very affordable for people to jump into, and that course is designed to make you $100 to $200 a day. Period. Like, it's literally designed to do that for you. And we've had a lot of successful students so far. I just started a course maybe now going on like 4 or 5 months. So it's been a blessing, like I said, and I wanted to be able to be a blessing to you guys. Right now, it's currently that. Can't promise it's going to always be that way, but definitely check it out. If you want more information before you even decide to put your heart on money, please join the FX Hangout. Get on some live trading sessions with me, and check out what I'm doing, man. I don't, even if it's $25, I don't want to just take your money. All right, I want to show you. I'm living in Missouri right now. I love Texas. That's where I spend a lot of my years in. But right now, relocated into Missouri, and they're called the Show Me State. So for me, I don't want to just take people's money, and without you guys checking out what I do and how I act. So jump into FX Hangout. There should be a link on one of my videos where you can go ahead, and I might go ahead and put it down here so you can join my Facebook group. It's a private Facebook group. Make sure you answer all the questions in there, and then I'll go ahead and link you up. And like I said, you can trade with me live. If you're already in FX Hangout group, because I'm streaming this a couple places, jump on one of my lives, man. Check this stuff out, man. But keep an open mind on this. If you've been losing, stop being so stubborn. Stop being so hard-headed, guys. If you've been losing money in one market, it don't matter if it was the stock market or if it was the Forex market. If you've been losing, man, just keep an open eye out. Don't give up. Keep an open eye out, though. I haven't completely stopped trading Forex because there's still some other ways that I can trade Forex. Like, playing DIA, SPY, and QQQ, I can play US 30, S&P 500, and NASDAQ on the Forex side. You know what I mean? So if one is doing that, like today they was ranging right. DIA went down, so that means US 30 went down. SPY went down, that means NASDAQ went down, right? So I'm able to look at this one and then convert that over to the Forex side. So I'm not telling you to completely stop. I'm just saying, hey, keep an open mind, because you might find that missing piece that you were looking for. The end of the day, everybody is trying to be financially free, right? You have to remember those basic morals. You cannot get so caught up in the game of just being able to prove everybody else right. Man, I'm over that. I'm over the ego. I'm over the whole thing of it all. I'm just like, yo, I'm just trying to make money. I'm trying to be financially free. I'm trying to get out of my job, and so far this is working for me. I'm telling you guys, if you start, I had one young lady that was struggling for years in Forex, switch over, and within a month being able to profit $100 to $200 a day in this thing. Like, and I make this stuff affordable for you guys, so that way you don't feel like you're losing. How many people spent $1,000 on a course and just still losing money? Like, I couldn't morally do that. People are losing their jobs because of this pandemic. I could not do that. So for me, like I said, I wanted to make things affordable so I can just try stuff and figure out if this is for me. And then if you're in it, then you're like, great, this is awesome, and not have to worry about paying a subscription for something. I don't want to have to always pay. And if I do have to pay a subscription, a reasonable one, not $250, not $300 a month. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. And you want more than just help people. You're trying to make money off of me. And, I'm over here worried about if I'm going to make money or not with this thing that you got me, or this system that you got me in. And am I in a network marketing business? I don't got time for none of that. And I know you guys don't either. So I want to avoid all the games, and I'm not in it for the money. Obviously, I want to get paid for my time, of course, but I'm not in it for the money because y'all can see by the prices that I'm charging. $25 for my introduction one-on-one course, and then for the pro course that will make you $100 to $200 a day is only $149. That's a one-time payment. That's it. A lot of people are not doing that. Not a lot of people doing that. That's my heart. That's where I'm going to do, and I'm going to keep on teaching this stuff. To bring out the awareness that hey, you can be financially free. And you don't have to spend a lot of money to do it. You just got to be dedicated and want to be open-minded to try something new. All right. So again, if you're looking at my YouTube channel, get in my FX Hangout book, or you can leave in the comments below. Subscribe to this channel, but leave in the comments below. You want to just check out the information, right? Just check it out. Hey, I want to check out the information. How do I be a part of the FX Hangout? You can just go to Facebook, put in FX Hangout. As I'm recording this, the name is still the same. Again, I'm going to be changing the name soon. The name is still the same. Just look it up. Request to be a part of it. And, like I said, you can trade with me live. I'm not going to sell you on nothing that I don't want you to at least see for yourself one time. So you can trade with me live. I do that at least once or twice a week in there. And, check out the information. But all right, then, folks, y'all take it easy. Don't give up. Know that there's other options out there for you. You can win at this. You can make money. You can be financially free, and you can do that investing. If it's the stock market or if it's Forex market, you can win. You can be financially free. All right. Talk to y'all later. Be blessed. Peace.